Hi guys, it is about 6 o'clock, couple minutes to, and get rid of that glare. There we go. Still have glare from the windows, I guess, from the window over there. Um, there's Chewy. I worked till 3:30 today. I'll be working tomorrow, at least part of the. I don't know how long I'll be working, but it doesn't matter. Oh, he's cute. He's on Dad's pillow so he can see out. Um, Yeah, I haven't been feeling great, but then today I thought, well, I didn't get sick yesterday. We babysat Friday night. The kids Leland and Casey, I guess, got sick on Saturday. Then Lyra got sick. Casey, it lasted for 3 days. Leland, about 24 hours. Lyra, I think 2 days. Anyway, Pete came down with it Sunday or Saturday night. Now I'm all confused. Anyway, he threw up all night. And then he was sick much of the next day, couldn't get warm. He wasn't throwing up, but he couldn't get warm. He was covered in, like he was like Nanook of the North, and he still couldn't get warm. So, but I figured yesterday I dodged the bullet by keeping my stomach empty. I went like 40 hours without eating. I started to have nausea yesterday when I was up and about and doing stuff, so I took some Phenergan, which I always keep because I can't throw up. I mean, physically can't throw up. So whenever I start getting nauseated, I take that because it is an incredibly miserable experience when your stomach is trying to send something back and your rep is saying, no, I'm not letting you through. That's why I'm here. By today, about noon, I figured, I hadn't eaten since Sunday evening, and I figured, well, I'll probably be all right. So I made a grilled cheese sandwich. And the weirdest thing, I mean, I had a cup of tea yesterday and a cup of tea today, but that's all I had. The weirdest thing, when I tried to eat my grilled cheese sandwich, my roof of my mouth hurt, like everything hurt that touched it. So I thought that was strange. So I just nibbled on it, small bites, for about an hour. Shared it with Chewy. I don't think I'm going to eat tonight. It's raining again, on and off. Just kind of yucky out. It's been raining since Sunday evening. So almost 48 hours. Today it's been on and off, but it was steady all night, all Sunday night, all day yesterday, and all night last night. And it's supposed to clear up again tomorrow. This is going to be the whole vlog, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep talking. Pete is at the house. House Pam called and said there was a leak in the roof over the kitchen, which I know in the past, before we bought the house, there had been a previous leak, so the ceiling was all discolored. They had painted over it without using Kilz, so it just came through a big brown, like wherever. But then the people before had it's a mobile home, and then they had put a shingled roof over it. So with two roofs there, I don't know. But anyway, we'll see. So Pete, this morning he had an appointment with the radiation oncologist, maybe? Radiology oncologist? I can't remember. Anyway, his name's Dr. Kim. But, so for the spine, he's going to start radiation therapy tomorrow morning. So they saw him, they did a CAT scan, they looked at his spine, and yeah, he's got, the tumor's growing and it's causing him pain and it's pushing on stuff that it shouldn't be pushing on, and so they're going to try and shrink it with radiation. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but for November we were going to go on a 3-week trip. After we meticulously changed and rescheduled all of his appointments, so they were either late October or early December, and cleared our calendar. But now with this, we're going to forego the trip. We may take a short trip, like just down to, my sisters and around downstate or whatever. But we're not going to take the trip that we had planned to take, which Makes me kind of sad when I think about it, but it makes me sadder to think about Pete in pain with a tumor growing on his spine when something could be done about it. And to take a trip would be just so nasty to deny him that. And then him driving this and traveling and hooking up and all the things that's involved with traveling, emptying the tanks and all that while he's got all that pressure on his spine, that would just be, I mean, I can't even conceive of doing that. I can't even conceive of doing that. So he'll get that taken care of, and we'll see how much time we have after that, and at least go around, maybe take a trip, like I say, downstate to see my sister and whatever. But we had planned to go. I have friends in Ohio, that one from high school, one from YouTube and Facebook, Kathy Smith, who I just adore. I love. I can't wait to meet her. And then Dave, a friend from high school, that are down around the middle to south middle of Ohio, and that's where we're going to go, but we can't do it now. We can do it, just not when we plan to. They say it's going to be a mild winter. If that's the case, we can keep traveling. We won't have to stay at the house. I mean, if there's not going to be much snow and if the temperatures are going to be mild, then there's no reason to just sit at the house. But we'll take that as it comes. Oh, yeah. I have been working on my Anchor channel, and I'm going to connect it to Twitter, since most of my social stuff is obviously here, Facebook, and now I'm looking at what's that called again with the pictures? Instagram again. But I'm only following a few people. I mean, before I followed everybody that had a cute dog or a parrot that did tricks or played a keyboard. I mean, I followed everybody that had, even if I had the remotest interest, and I was following hundreds of people. And since it shares stuff that's so not chronological, it was making me absolutely nuts. If it's not in order, I can't organize it in my head. So now I'm just following a very few people I actually know in real life, and YouTubers mostly. YouTubers that I know, not just everybody, but people that I know, that I care about what they post and stuff. So anyway, just a few dozen, and that's it. And maybe it won't make my head spin so much this time. And my Anchor. Yeah. Anchor.fm. Go there. I'm still setting it up, but I've decided. Chewy's listening. I wonder if Pete's back. Chewy just sat up and he's looking out. You guys see a white? No, me either. But I think I was pressuring myself too much about, oh my gosh, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to do? I don't know. What am I going to do? When am I going to plan it? As you know, my time is already limited. So this is just going to be more casual, no pressure. And as something occurs to me, I'll just say it. And if people want to comment, they can. What could be simpler than that? There are a lot of times where I'll have thoughts that occur to me. Oh, I'll have to vlog about that someday. And then someday never comes because I totally forget. And yeah, I've tried doing the notebook, keeping a list of what I could vlog about on slow days. And guess what? I lose the book. I make things too difficult for myself. So I'm just gonna, as something occurs to me, I'll hit record and put it up there. And if somebody wants to respond or whatever, they may. And if somebody wants to not listen, they don't have to. Anyway, so that's Anchor.fm. And I'm setting up another Twitter persona or whatever just for that. On Twitter, I'm SP48629. And now, but I'll of course set up a new one so that they don't get all confused in my head. So that's what's going on. That is our day. I will not be eating dinner. I'm too nauseated, although I just took some Phenergan and came back. I was out there with the birds and stuff, playing with them and whatever. But now I'm coming back in here to sit back on the bed because, frankly, it's the most comfortable place in the house right now. First of all, and second of all, the more I move, the more nauseated I get. When I was taking my bird bath, I was getting dizzy and getting more and more and more nauseated. So I took my Phenergan and then just went out to the living room and spent about, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe out there with the birds and stuff. And then I can't do this. I have to go sit down. So here I am again. So, and Chewy. Whoa. So, all right, that's it for today, guys. I've talked long enough, probably 10 minutes or something. And so I guess I will see you tomorrow or the next day or whenever I record again. So hope you guys are having a good week so far and hope all is going well in your world. I'm going to get on Twitter now and set that up, and then I'll be ready to go. Start putting up a few thoughts as they occur to me. So I will see you guys next time. Take care, God bless, and good night.